Okay, so here we're going to find a vertical shift. This time we want to find the direction and magnitude of the vertical shift, but it's a cosine curve. Now notice that the -3 is not inside the parentheses. That's important because if it were inside, that would be C, but now this is D. So using our form, well, it doesn't want to write there. Okay, let's talk about it a little bit. A is 1 in this case, B is 1, C is 0, so you're not adding or subtracting anything from the x inside the parentheses in the argument. And then our D is -3. So that means that the direction is going to be down, and the magnitude is 3, so down 3. Okay. So I want to go ahead and do a graph. Even though it doesn't ask us to graph it, I just want to show you the graphs. My thought is if you keep seeing the graphs, maybe they'll get easier to remember. So again, I kind of just cut it up into those 4 sections, those 5 critical points they call them sometimes. And for cosine, it's going to go up to 1 and down to -1. You can label those. Okay, so the cosine curve starts at 0, 1, goes down at pi over 2, it goes through 0, and then at pi it goes to -1, 3 pi over 2 we're back to 0, and then 2 pi we're back to 1. And so it goes, there's a curve to it. It goes like that, and then remember it's continuing on in both directions, so you could draw it again. I seem to have trouble though drawing it again, it never looks good. Okay, now our graph though is going to shift down 3. So all the points are going to have to go down 3. So my lowest point then is going to be -4. -1, 2, 3, 4. So my curve is going to, my point here that was at 0, 1, it's going to go down 3. So 1, 2, 3. It's going to be right there. My point that was at 0 is going to go down to -3. My point that was at -1 is going to go down to -4. My point at 3 pi over 2 that was at 0 is going to go down to -3. And then my point at 2 pi, which was up at 1, is now going to go down to -2. So I get my cosine curve. It should look the same. But the whole thing has had a vertical shift down 3 units. Okay? And that was a cosine curve.